Okay, so once we've taken all the parts out of the box, we'll just do a general rundown of what we've received. So we'll receive the cord, of course. We'll receive the two side parts that actually bolt to the wall and go out, and then we'll receive the two end sections, one for each end, of course. Then we receive the bolts and the anchors that go into the wall if you're putting it in a masonry wall, and then all important instructions. So here's two tips that are pretty important. First of all, on one of the legs or one of the sides, you'll see it says wall mounted. So obviously that goes towards the wall. The other one you'll find you'll have no option but to put it on the correct way. There isn't the wrong way, or there isn't the means to put that on the wrong way. So we'll do that. Now the second tip is, when you're drilling your masonry walls, drill through the stud here into the wall so you'll get it nice and square. Then you put your anchor in like this and then put your bolt through. Don't drill the hole on its own because it could end up skewed and it could prove difficult putting that in. Now these can also go into, let's say, non-masonry walls like gyprock and that. However, they need to go into the stud because they have to be secure. So all that means is we just don't use the anchor, but we use the bolt supply. So they just go into a wooden wall. So once we've made sure everything's here, now it's time to put it together. So let's get started. Okay, so now we've unpacked our clothesline and laid it all out nicely. It's time to put it together. Studio line's really easy to do. Basically it consists of 4 parts plus the cord. So let's start putting it together. First of all, you'll notice the parts will be colour coded or dot matched, so it makes it really easy to put it together. So first of all, we take the screw out of this section here and we just slide this in like this, and then we put the screw back in and we just do that up nice and tight. Then what we need to do is bolt the solid structure here to the wall mounted part. So we undo this nut here, just manoeuvre it around. You might have to drag it up a bit so that it goes into that hole there. Then once we've done that, we just come over to the other side and do the same thing. Close. Okay, so now just to make it a bit easier to see, I've just turned the clothesline up on its end, which you can see. So here's the side post. Now what we recommend you do is extend the stay down here, which we'll show you why in a moment. So again, colour codes together, we just put this in here like this. We get our screw, which is what you saw on the other side, and we just put it in like this. And we just tighten that up nicely. Then now that we've extended the stay here, we just bring this up, and what you'll see, that just makes it nice and easy to put this bolt in here. So again, we take the nut off and we leave the plastic collar on, that's a spacer. We put this through here like this. Then we just put the nut on once again, and we can drop it like that as well, but that's all right. We just put the nut on like this, and then we just tighten that up. Again, nylock nut, so you'll need some spanners to do that. So once we've done that, we can then turn the line up on the end like this, and we can put the other section in. And that will go on just like this. Again, it's colour coded, so just make sure you line the dots up, and you just put it on like this, and like that, and you've now assembled your studio clothesline. Now let's look at how we put on the cable. Okay, now once the clothesline's been installed, the next task is to actually put the line on, the cord. However, one of the questions people often ask is, how high should my clothesline be? Look, it's basically up to the user. We normally recommend about 50 millimetres above the user's head, but again, it's personal choice, and obviously long as it's high enough so that when it folds down, it's not going to hit the floor. So when you get your cord, first thing to do, very important, just actually unwind it all and put it on the floor. Saves a lot of tangling, saves a lot of hassle. So first we get the end piece here, and we put it through the first hole. like this, and then we bring it right through to the end here and bring it down. Now again, to stop tangling, we just put it up like this, like that. Then we bring this right the way through. And this, by the way, is the same way you'd restring a clothesline if you ever had to. And leave about this much here. And then we basically just tie this off. Now, in the instructions, we note how to do this in the correct manner, so it looks professional, tight, and won't come undone. So now, what we'll do, we'll just go through, and as you can see, to save getting tied up, we go back over here with this end part and put it through the next hole and bring it down. And then we put it up again, and then this here just saves us getting tangled up all the time. So let's go through and do all this. So now once we're almost done, we're on the last section here. So we pull this through, and then we go in through the last hole here. Now this is where you tie it off. So what we need to do now obviously is make sure the cord's tight. So we just grab this firmly, and we just pull down gently towards us and down a bit on each line. And as you can see, each one is getting firmer as we go. So we just come along like this, along like this, along like this, and then down, and we pull this with our hand here. So as we can see, nice and firm. Then again, as per the instruction, which you'll read in the manual, you just tie this off nicely, then cut it, tuck it away, and then you have your clothesline. That's all there is to it. So once we've done that, as we can see, nice and easy, folds down wonderfully like this, nice and clear, and you can start using the space. So it's absolutely fantastic product. So happy clotheslining, and hope you enjoy your product as much as we enjoyed making it. Thanks, bye for now.